What's up, everybody? This is Autopilot Beats, coming at y'all with another Peak controller tutorial. I'm sure a lot of my subscribers are familiar with the Peak controller and what the Peak controller's capabilities are. This video is going to be about how you can take an existing beat that you want to beef up the bass, or with whatever kind of bass sample you want to use, or bass synth. This tutorial is to basically show you how you can give room for the bass you want to add to breathe, because a lot of tracks sometimes the frequency is already filled, should I say. Wrong one. The frequency is already filled in that band. So but I'm not gonna go into a bunch of detail about it. I'm just go ahead and get right to it. Okay, so alright, we got our default FL right when you open it up. I'm gonna drop in an instrumental from Son of Bedrock. Excellent beat maker. His style is not what probably y'all used to listening to. I mean, he's got a different style, different sound. He's from the UK, but this is his beat, and I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all take a listen. This is without anything being added. Okay. First, we're gonna go ahead and take a listen to maybe the first few bars. I'm not gonna let the whole track play. Alright, so with that what you heard right there, so what basically we need to do is we want to beef up this track. So the first thing we want to do, we want to find the tempo of the track. So in order to do that, if you don't know how to do this, what you would do is you would right click over the tempo, and there's a tap setting, and while this is like this, you can press any key on your keyboard or your MIDI controller, and it should go ahead and click on that. Wait, hold on. Before you do this, you got to make sure that this icon right here, this little keyboard / piano thing, that's got to be highlighted. So we go X out of that. Make sure that's highlighted. Then you want to right click, go to tap function, and you could either use a MIDI controller or the I might have to change the I might have to change the ACO driver so that we can get precise timing. Now with this, you're probably not going to hear the playback of the music, so I'll hear it on my headphones, but y'all not going to hear the playback. So basically this beat taps out. I'm gonna go to ACO driver. Y'all not gonna hear the beat this time. I mean, I'll hear the beat through my headphones, but y'all not gonna hear it. So, but you would base it off what you hear. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the tap function while it's playing. So that's it. It's about a tempo of 91. Yeah. So us knowing that it's a tempo of 91, what we want to do is let me go ahead and put the ACO driver back to primary sound card so y'all can hear the audio. Okay, so what we would do now, now that we got that going on, you want to go ahead and take the beat and put it in its own mixer track. So we already highlighted here. Hold Control. While holding Control, press L, and it puts it in its own separate mixer track. And normally I'll put it in the second channel, or second in a chain. I'll put the parametric EQ2. This is going to be strictly to control the bass right here, because when we press play, we're going to see the harmonics being lit up from the high end to the far right, mid in the middle, low end to the left. So there you go, that's the bass, highs, mid, you get the point. Okay, so what we're trying to do is we want to control We're gonna slide it so we want to make it to where every time we hit our bass, we're gonna add that the bass frequency of the original beat moves out the way to give room for the new bass we add. Because if you try to top bass on top of something that already has something dominating that frequency, it's not gonna sound good. It's gonna sound ugly. It's either gonna distort or cancel out or something. It's just not gonna sound right. So we're gonna go ahead and, you could pretty much slide this anywhere you want, but we're gonna be controlling this parameter. That's the parameter we're gonna be controlling every time our bass drum hits, or a kick or 808. We're gonna use the vintage 808. So now that we got that right there, we're gonna leave that be. That's in that channel. We got parametric EQ2 right there. Let me go ahead and size this up for y'all. We already got a tempo set, so we know that everything will be in time. Excuse me. Alright, so the next thing we want to do, we want to go ahead and we're going to go ahead and use this one, the basic VTBD2, or it sounds like an 808 to me. 808, stock 808 in FL Studio. So we're going to use this is going to be our trigger right here. So we already got that in pattern 1 right here. So I'm not even going to go ahead and fill this entire track with this beat. I think I'm gonna go ahead and I think 16 was what it was. I had it on my other track, on my other my other project where I actually did do this, and I filled it in. And I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna just go ahead and show you what's up. Sorry, I don't mean to fill you out with a bunch of fluff. Okay, so now we got the VT bass in. While we're highlighted on that, we hold control down while holding control, press L. Okay, now this is where we're going to throw in our Fruity Peak controller. Okay, where we go? Fruity Peak controller is around here somewhere. If we can find it. Alright, here we go. Peak controller. Now, right when you load in the Peak controller, this right here, this light where it says mute, you want to unclick that. Okay, now we got that going on. Now we have our controller in place for this bass. For this bass right here. Now we want to make it to where every time that bass hits, we go back to where the beat is on this mixer track. Basically, every time the bass hits, we want this frequency to move out the way and let the bass give that 808 bass to breathe. Okay, and what you would do, so we put it about right at this point, or about this point. Really depends on what you want to do. We're just controlling this parameter right here. We're not controlling the fact that this moves left and right, the number 1. Okay, so what we would do is you would right click over it, and there's a link to controller option. So you would click link to controller, and on the mapping formula, you would put it to invert, and click accept. And every time you hit the bass, hold on, it should control it. Let's try again. Alright, into controller. Oh, it'd probably help if we put it on to, I'm sorry y'all, let's do this again. So what you would do, sorry about that, you would right click, go to link to controller, internal controller, that's what I missed. And you could put it on the first one, peak, LFO, peak controller, the bass sample we got, and we click on that. Then we go to the mapping formula, invert, accept. Now every time we hit the bass, this should trigger. Now you see how it's going up? All we got to do is go to right here, go to the peak controller itself, and there's a part where it says bass, and you'll see it move. See, that's what we want. We want it to go down as. So you just move this bass. As you move this bass, you notice that that frequency level either go up or down. You want it to be right in the center, and every time you hit that bass, it goes down some. Now, I believe we have to make it to where it goes. I think it's the tension. Yeah, there it is. All right, so the tension, you would bring that tension up some. That way it goes further down to give it more room to breathe. It's about right there is good. So we got that going on. So now when the track plays, and you press that bass, might want to bring the tension down. Might want to bring the tension down a little bit because you don't want to hold back on that. You want to blend in with what's already there with the bass. That way, when that bass decays up and then the original bass of that track comes back, it all meshes right, and it doesn't fight for the same. It doesn't fight for all the same frequency spots because basically we're telling that this range right here. We're telling from about right here to the far left, that frequency range, to move out the way, give this bass to breathe. That way it sounds good. It sounds natural. It sounds like it's a part of the song. You know, you can't just throw in bass, add in bass to something that in that frequency range, when that frequency range is already dominated by like maybe the bass of a piano, the piano bass, or the kick drums bass already, or a synth bass. You just can't do that. So that's why the P controller. It's crucial to have the P controller to help you fix that problem. So you give your whatever instrumental you're using that you want to beef up the bass. P controller is very, very helpful. So we got that going on. We got to bring that tension up a little bit because I want to give. I mean, you don't have to make it to where it goes all the way down. You can make it to where it just moves that bass a little bit out the way. It'll be more defined when you play it back. So here we go. We're gonna play. So we got that going on. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put into the pattern, not right here, we got to go actually to pattern 1, I want to say. Pattern 1, let's see if it'll look, it's showing us this playlist pattern 1, so it should show like a little automation thing going on here. Alright, so about, I think I want to say to this point, and this way I want the bass to start. It's like, boom! Make sure the snap's on line so everything is lined up. So right when this starts, we're going to go ahead and bam, put a boom there. So, you know, here we go. So we got this going on now. So we want that bass louder. Now there's two ways. You can either turn the bass up right here, or I would recommend you go into the bass channel and you just go ahead and put I put the Fruity Limiter in because it shows a graphical representation of what the bass waveform looks like when you go to compress it to change the overall feel of the bass. So we're gonna go ahead and put in the Fruity Limiter, and we're gonna go ahead and compress the bass. So we see right off top, we want about bring that threshold down some, and we're gonna go ahead and put the ratio to about 2 to 1. You'll see the how the wave. That's how the original wave looks. We're gonna turn the gain up, and the wave will change. The wave originally looked like that, but the compression changed the actual look of the waveform, so it gave it a different feel. We could bring this thresh back, probably change the sound a little bit. All right, we got that going on right here. We're going to turn this up some so we can hear it more defined. Now see, that's the example. That's how you do it. See what it's doing? It sounds real defined and clear, and it sounds like it's a part of the beat, the bass. Now without that P controller, and you try to lay that bass in without it, it wouldn't sound right. So let's go ahead and take a listen with the P controller. I guess muted out, and let's see. See, it's in my headphones. I got pro headphones on. I can hear it. I can hear it fighting for that spot, and so it's kind of distorting in the headphones. You don't want any distortion. at all. You don't want frequencies fighting for the same spot. So we have that peak controller in place so that when that bass hits, the frequencies move out the way. It's like, move, bitch, get out the way. It's my time to shine. Then it comes back and brings all the original bass to the beat. So let's go ahead and take a listen and look at how the peak controller works. And that's it. That's how you would use a peak controller. And I'm going to go ahead and give you the whole rundown of the song. So I'm going to go ahead and X out of this. I'm not even going to save this. I'm going to go ahead and go to the song itself. I believe... Oh, excuse me. Let's see what that... Take this phone call right quick. I have no idea who that is. They're going to have to wait. Sorry about that. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and go to... I want to say this is it right here. Album Fix. This might be the one. So we're going to go ahead and take a listen. Pretty sure this is it. No, this isn't it. Hold on. I have a few variations of this. I think it's Beat Bass 2. Yeah, it's this one. This is the one where what I just showed y'all, I did it to this method. See, I got the peak controller in place, the tension's up. I actually have some patterns to this. Actually have some sound pattern to this. Let's see. So there it is right there. I believe this is the beat itself. That's the full acapella. So yeah, I did this method on this track. So we're gonna go ahead and go straight to it, and we're gonna have y'all listen. I'm gonna have, let me X this out. I'm gonna have the that's just everything highlighted. So what we did is we got our peak controller in place. This is the settings I have for this specific track. I already tapped out the tempo to 91, and I did my, you know, little bit of compression and raise and the ratio, and I'll change the sound and feel of the actual 808 stock. And I'm gonna go ahead and bring in the parametric EQ. I think it's this one. Yeah, it's this one because the one's further by the 2. So we got that right there. Let me move some of this stuff out the way so y'all could see precisely what's going on. Put that out the way. Peak controller right here. And I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna bring in everything. I'm gonna bring the acapella in too. Okay, so that way you can hear the full song with me adding this bass all in real time. Alright, so this is what we got going on.
Son of Bedrock, don't know, icicle. You must be prismatic. This industry keeps trying to pigeon me into a hole, but my name ain't Alice and I won't tumble. Son of Bedrock, don't crumble. Lock it down, clowns get clapped round, giving me nothing but something to frown about. Hard to remain humble in a town of brown noses. How those weak flows over beats with no soul peak. These times beats me, it's no joke. Why these A&Rs must proceed, sucking C or buck MCs. For you I got one critique, bun that funny geek with the funds that run your schemes, and stick it where the sun don't peak. And I see your little YouTube video, quality is sick, like you got that silly dough. Even got a pretty pro, nearly had me half convinced that you could have been dope, but no. You had to go there, opened your mouth and out came an irritating gust of cold air. So I closed that window, it's no thing bro, no care. You gotta be kidding me, properly shitting me, hey. Not possible, you ain't got it all, okay. What it takes to bust grapes and par with us. Bars are tough, never not hard enough. You gotta be kidding me, properly shitting me, hey. Not possible, you ain't got it all, okay. What it takes to bust grapes and par with us. Bars are tough, never not hard enough.
Your flow is sick, but have you got any commercial bars? Swerve your stars. We heard all this, although you murdered double word of verbs, you murdered it, just curb it. Cause you said nothing worthy of a contract. What? Is he serious? Like, are you actually, like, is he actually? Stop that, it's long that you want that. You can take your ass back to the countryside, stay here, you'll get your car smashed. Cause smart asses with big ass cracks don't last long. No wax song will get your car waxed, but a wax song could have you facing tarmac, staring at the lines that you wrote. They're the lines in the road, cause you're a walker. over. Zip up my coat, no pullover, but you can move over, cause my content has a wide range about the rover. You heard it here first, them lot take over. If you don't like it, shh, close your eyes, talk to Hova. There's nothing you can do about it, listen to your older.
You gotta be kidding me, properly shitting me. Hey, not possible, you ain't got it all. What it takes to bust grapes and par with us. Bars are tough, never not hard enough. You gotta be kidding me, properly shitting me. Hey, not possible, you ain't got it all. What it takes to bust grapes and par with us. Bars are tough, never not hard enough.
The medley is a curse, I'm deadly with the words. I can take you out the universe in a verse. I'm steady on the verge of going insane. That's what happens when you have a fucking ginormous brain. Can't stop the rain, can't complain. I brainstorm to roll a hit song tonight, Katrina Kane. Man, I'm back and better than ever. I compete with the best, see 'em letter for letter. Meta 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 million, billion, trillion. What a great mind, so powerful. I can move the crowd with a thought. Rip apart a beat, then piece it back. This is art. Chris is not just an average white guy giving high fives, jocking weak lines from these guys that can't even pick up my microphone. Like Thor's hammer, got a thunder right and lightning bolts.
You gotta be kidding me, properly shitting me. Hey, not possible, you ain't got it all. What it takes to bust grapes and par with us. Bars are tough, never not hard enough. You gotta be kidding me, properly shitting me. Hey, not possible, you ain't got it all. What it takes to bust grapes and par with us. Bars are tough, never not hard enough. U-S-A-U-K.
So that's how you would do that. The Peak controller is very, very powerful. You'll see on YouTube they got people talk about sidechain compression and all that. I mean, to me it sounds like it's the same thing. I really don't really mess with that method. I'm more comfortable with just using the Peak controller and doing it that way. You can use the Peak controller to salvage tracks. Say you made a beat but didn't realize that your synth had bass, that every time it would play that bass within the synth itself, and you was adding other bass to it but didn't realize when you went to go and mix and master that song with vocals, you just for some reason couldn't get that feel, that punch, that bang out of it. It's more than likely because the frequencies were fighting for the same spot, and when that happens, it tends to kind of muddy it up and cancel it. It kind of cancels it out in a sense. You know, to get the maximum punch, you need every frequency has to be able to coexist, has to be able to have its own area where it lies in the mix, it lives. And if you have to move frequencies out the way briefly and have them come back, that's where the Peak controller comes in, the Fruity Peak controller. You can use it for anything. You can use it for the highs. You can use it to control any knob. It don't have to be for EQ. It can be for anything. You just got to experiment. Use the different mapping formulas. You just experiment with certain things. You mess with the bass knob on the Peak controller itself. You just mess with it, and before you know it, you'll be on your way to making to salvaging old mixes and beefing up new mixes, or modifying tracks from someone else to give it even more bang and boom and all that good stuff. So that's all I have for this tutorial about the Peak controller and how you can use it. Autopilot Beats saying comment, rate, subscribe. I'll see you on the next video.